championship weekend in Hershey, and this morning from Giant Center, ABC 27 Sports and Advanced Hoops presents the final two games of the District 3 Championship. We start with the girls' AAA title game between Lancaster Catholic and Ole Valley, presented by Arlington Orthopedics. Hi, everybody. Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney. We're at Giant Center this morning for a doubleheader. Charlie, we have Lancaster Catholic and Ole Valley in the girls' AAA game. That is going to be followed at 1 o'clock by the Redland York game. This is where everybody wants to be at the end of the districts in the big Giant Center.
And this is when everyone that's in it wants to win. But as I talked to Coach Clark for Ole Valley before the game, just being here is a heck of an accomplishment for his girls. But again, every team that enters this Giant Center wants to leave with that gold medal around their neck.
All right, let's take a look at some of our footage from the Lancaster Catholic West York semifinal game that Lancaster Catholic won. A lot of history associated with this team. Lamar Kaufman's been here for almost 3 decades now. They have a record number of district championships.
Well, he'd like to make it 12. And he's without Emily Martin, who got an ACL injury earlier in the season. But he liked to turn this into a track meet, Greg, and play that transition style basketball and try to keep this taller Ole Valley off balance.
All right, you see them beating West York 44-35 in the semifinal. They got off to an 18-2 start. West York had a losing record coming into this game, but they gave Lancaster Catholic all they could handle. Now Ole Valley, this is a team that we have not seen this year. They are from Berks County, and of course District 3 goes way out toward Reading. It's not just Mid-Penn, York, Adams, and Lancaster Lebanon. So here's a team that we are somewhat unfamiliar with. It's the first time we're going to get to see them this year.
Well, it's on the back of Brandy Valley, 14 points a game, freshman. She's doing a tremendous job from the perimeter. But Ole Valley likes the Crotts sisters inside. They both average about 5'11", 6 foot, and that is their advantage along with Lauren off the bench for Ole Valley, and hopefully Coach Clark can exploit those zone defenses against Lancaster Catholic.
Now you brought up an interesting point before the game. We're going to have 2 games here, and they're both very similar styles, not only the Lancaster Catholic Ole Valley game, but also the Redland York game, which comes up at 1 o'clock.
Well, Redland with the tall front line of Steve Atkins and Gary, the Crotts sisters, along with Lauren coming off the bench there for Ole Valley, that height, changing zones. And then you have Lancaster Catholic girls and the York High boys. They want to turn both games into a track meet today and try to win out with
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression.
All right, opening tip-off coming up 11 minutes away. It's the first of a doubleheader. It's the girls' AAA championship, Lancaster Catholic, Ole Valley. It's next on ABC 27.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
All-state freshman Malia Tate DeFreitas tore her ACL in a heated state playoff, and her dreams seemed shattered.
Tried to come back in and it wasn't working out. I thought that my basketball career was over.
Getting an assist from the doctors at Arlington Orthopedic, Malia is ready to attack the hoop this season.
It feels good when I jump and cut and stuff. It feels normal, and the brace really helps me.
To go from tears to a smile, it was just a beautiful thing.
To play at a championship level requires a level of discipline few ever achieve. You prepare, you focus, and make a commitment to excellence. That's Hoffman Ford, #1 in sales and in service. Because the customer is #1. Choose from over 400 vehicles in stock. Plus, we're your Roush Performance dealer. Bigger selection, better deals. Hoffman Ford.
Advanced Hoops is celebrating 10 years of training youth in the Harrisburg region. In 2010, we trained over 1,000 youth from kindergarten to 12th grade. Our spring program is going to be amazing. So as I pass the ball,
You make the call to get any questions answered regarding our spring games, shooting, dribbling, or AAU opportunities.
we specialize in making training look easy.
And Charlie is not the only one that can shoot a basketball around here.
Back live at Giant Center, Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney, and in the stands, and it's going to be a great atmosphere here all day long. Our own Mark Hall with the Ole Valley fans. Mark, it's all yours.
Well, Greg, the Ole County, and they're fired up and ready to go, including Steve Kading here. Steve, you guys made a nice ride here.
Yeah.
Talk about why you guys came all the way down here to support your team.
Because we have the best fans in the county and the state. Our girls are the best in the world, really.
Well, talk about you. I mean, how long did it take for you to get the face paint going and the hair? I mean, talk about that.
It took basically half the bus ride to get everybody's faces painted and got majority of the ride.
But you guys are playing a good Lancaster Catholic team today. Talk about why your team is so good and why they made it this far.
We have the most balanced scoring in the county and in the district too. We beat the #1 team because we have 4 or 5 girls that average double digits.
All right, well, game time just a few moments away. Greg, these Ole Valley fans, they're ready to go. So we're going to see if the Lancaster Catholic team is ready to go as well. Let's send it back to you.
All right, they had a nice bus ride over here. Those are the Ole Valley fans, the Ole Valley Lynx, and they take on the Lancaster Catholic Crusaders. Well, this is a great atmosphere. Of course, for years we played this at the Hershey Park Arena. The state championships were here for a while. Of course, now they're at Jordan Center. But these teams have already played here, so this is a big building. I mean, this can be, it's like Hoosier's way. He said, look, the hoop is still 10 feet high. The lines are all the same. It's just a little bit different perspective in terms of shooting with that depth of field there.
Well, and coaches in this situation love to get in for like a pregame or a practice to try to get their kids a feel for that. But that's not usually possible for these championships to allow kids experiences. So you have your shooting guards and your typical outside shooters experiencing this gymnasium for the first time in warm-ups.
Well, now both these teams have played here in the past, so that was good, and they were here in the semifinals. But when you're trying to get these shots and you're looking at it, and of course, same with the Hershey Park Arena, it's not like playing in a high school gym. So they are somewhat used to this, but also the fact that you're playing in this building that seats 11,000 people.
Well, when you don't have anyone normally sitting in the end zones, it's such a big arena, you don't really have any markers or any fans in the background. Usually they call it a wall in a lot of your high school gyms. To judge perception, so that's a factor as well.
Lamar Kaufman, almost 3 decades at Lancaster Catholic. He is one of the legendary coaches, longtime friend of the late Harry DeFrank. I think, in terms of girls coaches, if you were to look at the 2 names in this area, it would have been Harry and, of course, now Lamar Kaufman. This Lancaster Catholic team has won the districts 13 times, dating back to 1972, long before we had all 4 brackets. But there's a lot of rich history with the Crusaders.
Well, and 11 of those have come in Coach Kaufman's tenure in the 29 years of being at Lancaster Catholic. And he's really proud of the girls, Greg, right now. Playing without Emily Martin, who's injured with the had the ACL injury earlier in the year. These girls are playing inspired basketball, and this is one team that doesn't lack for shot attempts. Their shooting percentage is not typical of a Lancaster Catholic team. They're only shooting 31% from the field, but it's the opportunities that they get in transition that makes things happen for them.
Bob Schellenberg, our public address announcer, as always, here at Giant Center. Our officials for this game are John Baumgardner, Roger Roth, Willie Davis. We've had these guys before for some of our TV games, and excited to be bringing this doubleheader. First time we've gone live from Giant Center. We thank our presenting sponsor, Arlington Orthopedics, for their assistance. We're going to be recognizing some of our sponsors that have helped us with our 17 games this year. So this is a great finish to our broadcast this year. Following this game, of course, we've got Redland and York, and that's going to be a track meet. I want to show some of the footage from those 2 games there real quickly, because both those games were great games. First, though, we're going to check out the starting lineups, and here's a Lancaster Catholic's Alyssa Achel. She's a junior, goes 5'5".
Well, and Greg, just on Thursday night, I watched the Lancaster Catholic boys win their first district title in quite some time. And the Lancaster Catholic community is hoping to make this 2 for 2 this week here at the Giant Center.
Jen Rome, Ariana Nazario, Tyler Oleskowitz, and Victoria Brito, the starters. And these are 4 seniors and 1 junior for this Lancaster Catholic Crusader team. Now here is Ole Valley. These are the Ole Valley Lynx, and I've had a number of questions. Where is Ole Valley? It is out in Berks County, part of District 3. Of course, District 3 extends out toward the Reading area. Jasmine Clark, 5'5" junior. 5'10" senior is Kayla Crott, number 14.
Yeah, and that's one of the sisters.
Brianne Lamy, she's a junior, goes 5'4". Brandy Valley, just a freshman, number 25, goes 5'6". And Alicia Nyman, along with Miranda Crott, I should say. Miranda Crott is the other starter. She's a junior, and she goes 5'11". Their coach is Mike Clark. As we said, the Lancaster Catholic coach is Lamar Kaufman. And right now, this Giant Center crowd coming to their feet. First of the doubleheader. And they will welcome the Bible Baptist Choir as we get set for the opening tip-off of our District 3 Girls AAA Championship. And here is the Bible Baptist Choir with our national anthem.
Salute its leaders of American Armed Forces with the singing of the Star Spangled Banner to be sung today by the Bible Baptist High School singers. Ladies and gentlemen, we present with pride our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose blessed stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so carelessly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
The Bible Baptist Choir and the singing of our national anthem here at Giant Center. Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney, Mark Hall, as we get set for the opening tip-off, the first of a doubleheader here at Giant Center. Well, Lancaster Catholic beat West York in the semifinals 44-35. That West York team had a losing record, but they did a great job of advancing in the brackets. Lancaster Catholic got off to a great start in that game. West York gave them all they could handle, and Lancaster Catholic pulled it out.
Well, West York proved themselves in the first round, beating a very good Trinity girls basketball team. I think a lot of folks wanted to see the Trinity girls and the Lancaster Catholic girls battle it for this championship here today. But West York earned their way to it, and so hats off to them for getting that far.
All right, here we go. Lancaster Catholic is in the purple, Ole Valley in the white. The girls AAA District Championship from Giant Center. Advanced Hoops, ABC 27, and Arlington Orthopedics bring you to the game this morning. Ole Valley controls the tip.
And Lancaster Catholic comes out in an early trap, man-to-man, solid defense. They want to try to test the legs of Ole Valley and try to wear these post players out. Nice rotation. You're going to see a Lamar Kaufman, coach team is going to rotate well in those defensive sets.
Got an offensive rebound, so Leskowitz missed the first shot and a foul.
Yeah, that was a nice follow-up by Ariana Nazario. Going about 5'10", brings a little bit of size to the game herself. She's going to have a tall assignment here against the height of Ole Valley.
Valley gets the first point of the game on the free throw. Charles, is there anything to playing a morning game? I mean, it takes a little bit of time to warm up, I think.
Well, and before I comment on that, Greg, you got Crott establishing herself inside. That's exactly what Coach Clark wants to do, is to get his post players into the game. But I'll tell you, Greg, it's not only tough to play a game this early in the morning, it's tough to commentate a game. I'll tell you, man. I was eating my Fruity Pebbles this morning going, wait, we have a game in an hour?
Well, I anchored last night and was on the air, and I'm only half awake. But that's me.
Well, you know, Coach Cuffman, before, he's not usually too concerned about his opponents, because he often relies on his team to play the way they're supposed to play and execute. But he was concerned about this Ole Valley switching of the 3-2, and then we'll see a little later they'll go to their 1-3-1 zone switches. He was concerned about his girls executing against that, because they would prefer the game to be man-to-man, prefer the game to be a track meet, and get, because their girls are built to play in transition, and to get those baskets that come from creating an instinct.
Crusaders did not get the roll that time, and Ole Valley gets it back.
Well, and here's Lancaster Catholic, you know, true to form here, picking up full court. They're going to test the resolve of the point guard for Ole Valley, Jasmine Clark, to get the job done here.
2-2. Nearly 2 minutes gone by. Crott did not get the roll. Neither did Miranda Crott.
Yeah, and they're letting him play a little here.
Achel.
Coach Clark wanted the foul call there. See, this is the rhythm that Lancaster Catholic's comfortable with, and this is the rhythm that Ole Valley wants to try to avoid. Already now a turnover. This is early on favoring Lancaster Catholic and how they want this game to go.
Jen Rome gets the fourth point of the game for Lancaster Catholic, and they have the early 4-2 advantage.
Well, Lauren McGribe is in the game, 6 foot junior. Coach Clark has a lot of confidence in her. She brings an extra post player into the game for Ole Valley.
Nazario with a bucket for the Crusaders, 6-2 advantage for Lancaster Catholic. It's Jasmine Clark. Work it inside, and Crusaders capitalize on the turnover, but they gave it right back. Crott did not get the roll, and we'll jump it up. Possession arrow goes back to Lancaster Catholic.
Well, Coach Cuffman has to like that. 3 purple jerseys on the ground, diving after a loose ball. Lancaster Catholic has certainly come to play today from an aggressive standpoint.
Almost turned it over. Nice play by Brito.
Well, here's Ole Valley with some full court pressure of their own. Not sure if Lancaster Catholic expected that. And this is working. You have Jasmine Clark in transition here.
To the line, to the lane, through the foul. Willie Davis making the call. And Clark will go to the line. Jasmine Clark, 5'5" junior. Out of the break. She's quick, she's aggressive.
Yeah, this is what you have to do. You got to gut the lane there. And talking before the game, Coach Clark, he felt like Jasmine needed to have a very good game handling that pressure and opening things up for her teammates.
Ball stays with the Crusaders. There's Brito. Short jumper missed everything, and Brandy Valley gets the rebound. Clark again. Nice play. Miranda Crott. And Lancaster Catholic wants to take a timeout. 6-5 early going, first quarter.
Are color copies really 10 cents?
Yeah, 10 cents.
It's easy. Call Fortney Printing. They punch in the order, copies get made, quickly put in boxes. Fortney Printing delivers on time.
Wow! Only 10 cents.
Advanced Hoops is celebrating 10 years of training youth in the Harrisburg region. In 2010, we trained over 1,000 youth from kindergarten to 12th grade. Our spring program is going to be amazing. So as I pass the ball,
You make the call. To get any questions answered regarding our spring games, shooting, dribbling, or AAU opportunities.
we specialize in making training look easy.
And Charlie is not the only one that can shoot a basketball around here.
6-5 is our score. Mark Hall, you listened in.
Kaufman, who has 14 district titles on his resume, told his girls to be patient. Charlie had talked about that Ole Valley was going to switch defenses, and he's told his players to be patient, see the entire floor, work the ball, and good things will happen. Let's go back to you.
Mark Hall behind our benches, and nice transition play by Lancaster Catholic, and as Brito goes up, a big block by the Lynx.
Well, and that's what Coach Clark talked for the game, the boost that Lauren can provide off the bench. Here's Ole Valley pushing it themselves. I think Ole Valley decided, hey, we're not going to go. It's 6-2 at one point. They weren't going to go down without a fight. We're going to get up and play some full court pressure ourselves, and it's working for them.
Paid off in the Lamy basket, and they have a 1-point advantage. Midway through this first quarter, Clark couldn't get it to fall. Here come the Crusaders. Molly Westwood into the game now. She's a 5'6" senior. She's number 3.
Well, you have a Donnie Epley mid-pen crew here, and this crew is, not going to give you a foul unless you earn it, and unless it's a true disadvantage or a foul. They're going to let the girls play a little bit.
Jen Rome controls for the Crusaders. Good contingent here from Ole Valley.
Now they're back in that 2-3.
Westwood.
They like to collapse on the shooters, which it's a very aggressive 2-3. They're not just standing around. Coach Clark credit on how he executes that defense with his girls.
Randy Valley, offensive foul.
That was questionable. I think that one could have went either way. That's a tough one. She was committed. Sometimes there's not a dotted line there, but if they're beyond what you call that NBA dotted line, they usually let it go. But early on, the refs want to keep this game clean.
Saw Mike Clark. He is the head coach of the Ole Valley Lynx. Play right in front of him, and it'll stay with Lancaster Catholic.
Now here's Ole Valley in the 1-3-1, Greg, and immediately that's throwing Lancaster Catholic's alignment off. That's making, let me see here, yeah. Victoria Brito have to think a lot as the point guard, and Coach Kaufman's team, the girls, they don't want to think. They just want to push it and go full court, and they want to play a game that's in transition. And smart move by Coach Clark to make these girls from Lancaster Catholic think every time down the court.
Achel. And got a foul.
It was a good rebound by Tyler Oleskowitz. Boy, she went up strong for the ball.
It's a big team, 5'10", 5'9", 5'7" up front.
They just don't have any 6-footers like Ole Valley, but you're right. They do have some solid size themselves.
Nice play.
Yeah, there's that. They rotate in that zone really well.
They're aggressive, man. Clark, front of the rim.
Tell you what, Ole Valley doesn't lack for confidence. Now they're in the 1-3-1. Lancaster Catholic's getting good shots, but you can tell they're just not in good rhythm. This is throwing them off, this changing things up, and the girls just, they don't know what to expect. The timing on that pass was off because now it was they were repositioned out there, and so that contributes a lot to the shooting percentages, is how the defense is making you play a certain way.
Nice steal by Achel. Didn't capitalize. There was Clark right there, and a foul in the back court.
Tell you what, Clark plays a rugged style game, Jasmine Clark, but she is making a lot happen for her team. Right there, she gets a steal. Right there, and then she gets fouled.
Lamar Kaufman, veteran coach, Lancaster Catholic.
Here's the freshman phenom.
Brandy Valley.
Brandy Valley, 14 points a game. How often does that happen, Greg? Especially on a team that's AAA and it makes it to the district championship.
Nice running one-hander. Lamy lays it home. She's got 4. Ole Valley's up 3. Westwood almost got it to fall. And Leskowitz went back up.
Yeah, another great rebound. Another great rebound for Lancaster Catholic. Tyler Oleskowitz. He's the offensive rebounding machine early on here, Greg.
And she will go to the free throw line, looking for her first points.
She has an interesting style on the foul line there, but it works.
She'll get one more. Did work both times. Backcourt pressure, they're down 1 as Lancaster Catholic. Grebe, and it'll stay with Ole Valley.
Brianne Lamy's 22 is making some things happen for Ole Valley. She's very spunky. Nice pass by Jasmine Clark, using her left hand.
Crotch stayed with it. Grebe missed the shot. They got another and a foul before that second shot went up.
Again, Brianne Lamy, 22, gets a rebound, gets a putback. Slowly those fouls, still in the first quarter here, but slowly those fouls are mounting for Lancaster Catholic. It's because of an aggressive Ole Valley.
Clark. Well, both teams getting shots aggressively. Achel clears it. Burrito. Achel got the roll.
This is a freshman here.
Back down court.
Well, Lancaster Catholic, you know, it looks wide open, that pass. All of a sudden, their defense converges. Coach Kaufman has those girls converging to the middle help, and it is frustrating Ole Valley because they're not able to get those easy buckets.
A lot of contact, goes back to the Crusaders.
You know, and looking at the expressions of the girls in Ole Valley, I know, you know, it's hard to see this when you're watching on TV or even if you're up in the stands. They seem winded. I don't know if they're used to this pace. Time will tell. We're only in the first quarter, and there's a lot of winded expressions on the face of the Ole Valley girls.
This has been a fast-paced first quarter.
I mean, Lancaster Catholic is used to this. There's Coach Clark thinking about things. Lancaster Catholic is used to this, and they're, you know, like I said, they're also used to playing 8 to 10 girls to make this happen.
Yeah, but now that you pointed that out, that is very, very apparent. It's Valley got the rebound.
Well, when you miss shots like that, you know, Jasmine missed a shot earlier, Laney missed a shot earlier, Valley missed a shot right there, short shot. You almost wonder, does this have to do with your legs? You know, time's going to tell here, Greg, if this is the factor.
Crott goes off Grebe's leg. Back to Clark. Under 15 left, first quarter. Clark lets it fly.
Wow, Vito in transition. Ooh.
Ole Valley will get 8 seconds to work with here.
Victoria was excited. She had a fast break. She wanted to get a bucket there for her team.
Pressure by Lancaster Catholic in the backcourt. Clark had time, takes it all the way in for the hoop.
Now she didn't show any signs of fatigue on that one.
Well, she drove the length of the court in 5.5 seconds.
All the girls for Ole Valley have these green shoelaces, Greg. I have to ask them at halftime what's going on with that. Oh.
Crusaders let it fly. We played 1 quarter. Ole Valley 11, Lancaster Catholic 10, and you're watching the Girls AAA Championship from the District 3 Finals at Giant Center on ABC 27.
To play at a championship level requires a level of discipline few ever achieve. You prepare, you focus, and make a commitment to excellence. That's Hoffman Ford, #1 in sales and in service. Because the customer is #1. Choose from over 400 vehicles in stock. Plus, we're your Roush performance dealer. Bigger selection, better deals. Hoffman Ford.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
We make Carbine simple by knocking down all the hurdles we can. We do what you expect, what's logical, or just plain right. For instance, the live market-driven prices we offer up front are the same everywhere you may choose to shop. Our prices are the same on the internet, by phone, or in the showroom. That's how it should be.
Experience car buying made simple at Bobby Ray Hall on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg.
Second quarter, Mark Hall, what'd you hear?
Listening to Ole Valley coach Mike Clark, who, by the way, hasn't sat down the entire game. He told his team to continue to press and apply the pressure. They think that they can generate a lot of turnovers and speed up the game. Let's send it back to you.
11-10 as we begin this second quarter play. Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney. You just heard from Mark Hall. That is our sideline reporter, as always. This is the first of the doubleheader here on ABC 27.3. The boys' quad A game, Redland and York, will follow here from Giant Center.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, look for this quarter for one of these teams to make the move. I know we got a 11-10 Ole Valley in the lead, but Greg, look for Lancaster Catholic to start figuring out this the game plan against the changing of defense of Ole Valley, or look for Ole Valley to start to make their move. This is that time in the game where the teams start figuring each other out and they start settling into what they need to do.
Molly Westwood to the line. That's her first point.
I was talking before the game. This is not a typical Lancaster Catholic team with high shooting percentages. This girls team has taken 1,712 shot attempts this year. Okay, and that sounds like a lot. They've only shot 31%, but the fact that they've taken 1,712 shots, Greg, they made 523 buckets. So it's not always how many you take; it's how many you make. But they're getting a lot of opportunities because of their transition pressure, and there's a good example of turnovers that they can create.
All right, there you see us here courtside here at Giant Center. Charlie Fortney with us as always, and we thank Advanced Hoops and Arlington Orthopedics for their support of high school basketball live here on ABC 27. Almost a steal and a nice pass underneath. Oleskowitz was bumped off the play as she went up.
Well, and Ole Valley was very active in that zone in the first quarter. They seem to they're starting to stand around a little in that zone, and that's the danger sometimes when you play zone, and that's your formula for the entire game, is that you can tend to stand around and it lulls you to sleep a little. They got to stay active, or they're going to get in situations like that, and they're going to get in foul trouble here.
Oleskowitz with 3. Lancaster Catholic almost cleared it out, but as always, Jasmine Clark is there to bring it up, and she was touched by Alyssa Achel.
I tell you, Jasmine Clark puts a lot of pressure on the other team, the way she penetrates. She's all over the place here. She's going up against some of the best transitional defensive guards in Lancaster Catholic. They didn't get to the district finals, and they haven't done it 12 times under his Lamar Kaufman's tenure for nothing.
Lamy, little alley-oop. And it will stay with, goes back to Lancaster Catholic. They're on a 3-0 run.
Now extended 3-2 zone by Ole Valley. Here's Lancaster Catholic starting to settle in now. Starting to figure out this zone. She looked very comfortable with that shot. Jen Rome can nail that shot, the lefty from the corner.
5-0 run for Lancaster Catholic to start the second quarter. Quick rebound. Oleskowitz, Achel. Went off, it'll stay with the Crusaders.
Well, and there's some good defense by Brandy Valley, converging for Ole Valley and cutting that pass off.
15-11, Lancaster Catholic with the advantage in the second quarter.
Having been to Arlington Orthopedics several times over the past roughly 15 years, I have found them to be very caring.
For 15 or 20 years, I've dealt with sciatic nerve pain down both legs. Kind of figured I was going to have that all my life.
Because of crippling arthritis, I no longer could hold on to things.
We went through this disc fusion surgery. It's just changed my whole life.
The pain is virtually gone, and he fully expects me to return to 100%.
15-11, Lancaster Catholic on a 5-0 run to start this quarter. And they control the basketball. Westwood hits it again for 3. Crusaders pulling out.
And this is a team that has not lived on the three-point line this year. Only made 43 threes as a team all year long. Attempted 232, but that was a big one because that gave them a separation. They're up 7.
Well, that ends the 8-0 run. First points of the quarter for Ole Valley. And Valley hits them both. Achel underneath, and the roll goes to Oleskowitz. She's got 5. The lead is 7. Driving in the lane and a foul. What are you seeing here in the second quarter? I mean, here's Lancaster Catholic just taking advantage of turnovers, making their shots as well.
Well, I think it's like we talked about beginning of the quarter. They're getting comfortable. They're starting to figure out this is a well-coached, seasoned ball club. They're starting to figure out what Ole Valley's doing. It's going to be up to Ole Valley to keep answering on the other end. Brandy Valley's been aggressive here now. This is her 3rd foul shot in a row. If she can get going, that'll really help their team. They need more of this going to the basket and try to get Lancaster Lancaster Catholic in some foul trouble.
She's got 6. Lead is back to 5 for Lancaster Catholic.
Well, and here's Ole Valley 1-3-1, and it's working. They change defenses that quickly. Coach Clark, that's what he's intended to do, and that's Coach Kaufman's concern. His girls do not read that well.
Lamy tried the 3, it goes out. 5:27 left. First half, Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney, Mark Hall, glad you're with us here on ABC 27, first of a doubleheader from Giants Center. Boys game, quad A to follow. Right back to Ole Valley.
Yeah, it's an important time of the game right now, Greg, because Ole Valley needs to answer here to keep this a game, because Lancaster, and that's what Lancaster Catholic wants. They want to get out and they want to try to blow this game open a little here, and they have the power to do that.
Jen Rome, follow underneath goes, Oleskowitz.
I'll tell you what, Tyler Oleskowitz, I mean, that's the 4th offensive rebound just in my remembrance here that is very key for Lancaster Catholic.
And Oleskowitz with a block, and she put pressure on the second shot by Krot. And again with a third shot, and they come away with a rebound.
Well, and somebody at home might be watching saying this girl's missing a lot of layups, but she has a lot of hands in her face, too. Lancaster. Oh, there's Romy.
Jen Rome.
Calling her Romy from the corner.
She connects.
The lefty. And again, it's a 9-point game. Lancaster Catholic very comfortable. You can tell they're very comfortable. Those girls they're not even breathing heavy right now. They're used to this.
So now Jasmine Clark, the quarterback of Ole Valley, goes to the line.
Now she could help her team by knocking a couple down here, that's for sure.
She's got 4. Cuts the lead to 8.
That was shot by a true coach's daughter.
Now explain how you can tell.
By the form.
Okay.
All right. She had a game plan.
Okay.
She knew what she was doing. She did the same thing 2 times in a row. Every coach teaches that.
Repetitiveness?
Yeah, you got the same thing every time.
Okay.
Look at his pass inside to Tyler.
There's Clark, came away with it.
Oh, look at Clark. Man, she's amazing in transition.
Drive to the paint and hit for 2, and it counts.
Wow, she's not going to let her team go down without a fight here, and that's a big basket because that was during a time where Lancaster Catholic, if they made that, they could have came out to a 10-point lead.
Well, that's her 3rd or 4th drive down the court like that. Just so confident going to the paint.
Actually, a May basket on the other end, Greg, would have been a 12-point lead. Now it's a 4-point swing. Now making that, it's an 8-point deficit, possibly 7. Good spot to be in for Ole Valley right now. Now they're out pressuring full court. Changing it up again. Lancaster Catholic having to think about it.
Gubala lost it. Clark comes away with it. Loose. And we're going to jump it up. No, timeout.
That's another coach's daughter trait, knowing when to call the timeouts there on the court.
24-19, second quarter. High school basketball continues on ABC 27.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
Knoll Insurance.
24-19 is our score. Crusaders are on top here midway through the second quarter. Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney, Mark Hall with you from Giant Center. And Mark, what'd you hear on the bench?
Well, Greg, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Ole Valley team. They're wearing those green shoelaces. Charlie noticed that earlier in the game. Right before the girls' last home game, the captain of the soccer team, Mark McKinley, was killed in a car accident, and green was his favorite color. So that's why they're wearing those green shoelaces. So clearly the memory of Mark McKinley is with the Ole Valley girls basketball team this morning. Let's go back to you.
All right, we'll check back with Mark in just a second. 24-21 is our score now.
Well, Lancaster Catholic is not slowing the pace down here. And that's probably what the timeout was all about. Girls, I don't care if they went on a run. We got to keep attacking. And Coach Lamar's team came out doing that. Now here's Brandy Valley. Taking it to the basket, attacking the rim.
Miranda Krot, number 50, a big presence underneath, 5'11" junior.
No, she is definitely a difference maker for Ole Valley. Her sister Kayla's a senior, not quite as tall, but those two girls have carried this team around the basket all year long.
Krot's got 5. Amy Balasavage now into the game for Lancaster Catholic. She is a junior. She's number 43. And she's got the rebound off the missed free throw.
Well, it's a 2-point game. Hats off to Ole Valley to get back in this. Went from 10 points to 2.
Achel. Oleskowitz the rebound. She got her own rebound and put it home.
Greg, Tyler Oleskowitz is putting on a clinic on how to offensive rebound. It is clearly a difference for Lancaster Catholic. There's a trap by Lancaster Catholic. They do that with perfection. Jasmine Clark, though, is so strong with the basketball. She's not having that. And here she's going to go to the line again.
Both teams now on the bonus. And Clark will go to the line. Boy, she has been impressive. 7 points, controls the basketball. And you're right, hats off to this Ole Valley team sticking with us when it looked like they were going to start to go down here. And now they have cut the lead back to 3, and you see how the foul committed right in front of us. And Clark's got 9. 2-point game. Oleskowitz lost the handle. Clark's got it again. And Oleskowitz blocking.
Well, not only here's Clark on the other end knocking down her foul shots, but she's getting a key rebound and getting fouled again. She has a chance to tie this game, Greg. I don't want to say it single-handedly, but it seems like it.
There's Lamar Kaufman, longtime coach at Lancaster Catholic. She'll get one more. That got the roll. She's got 10. And Oleskowitz will take a seat with 3 fouls. That could be a big factor right there. You lost. Oleskowitz has got to sit. Kubala trapped. Tried to come away with it, and it's going to go back to Ole Valley.
Well, here's Ole Valley. They have a chance with 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go ahead on a basket, and there was only a few minutes back, Greg. We were wondering if they were going to be able to hang in this game. Look at this.
Well, not only hanging in the game,
they're up.
They're up is right.
Brandy Valley, the freshman, to put them ahead.
She's got 8. Big rebound. Comes to Grebe. Ball movement inside goes to Crott, and she's fouled.
Now this is such a turn of events here. You have Ole Valley sucking it up and coming back. If we had a shot at Jasmine Clark on the end, she is just gasping for air. She's working so hard out there, hands on her knees. Great job by Brandy Valley to feed the ball in the post to Crott to bring a little balance to this offensive attack.
After an 8-0 run to start the quarter, Lancaster Catholic had the lead, and now Ole Valley has the lead, and Lamar Kaufman wants a timeout. 29-26 Ole Valley, late second quarter.
Borman & Babb Certified Public Accountants is a full-service accounting, tax, and consulting firm with over 17 years' experience serving the central Pennsylvania region. From taxes to payroll, from corporate accounting to business consulting, let Borman & Babb help you achieve your financial success.
Knoll Insurance, located at 704 Bridge Street in New Cumberland. They offer property, casualty, auto, homeowners, health, and life insurance. Knoll Insurance also offers notary services. Call Knoll Insurance today at 774-8128.
Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney, Mark Hall, what did you hear on the sidelines?
Well, we just listened into the Lancaster Catholic huddle, and Coach Kaufman told his team, look, for these final 2 minutes, definitely take care of the ball and minimize turnovers, because they know that Ole Valley has made a run. But he said it's not about time. It's not time to panic, because they got an entire second half to go. Let's send it back to you.
Crusaders controlling. Long three.
Well, the switching of defenses by Ole Valley is just causing Lancaster Catholic to take shots too quickly and off balance. They need to be patient here. They need to settle in and get their shots in rhythm.
Clark in the middle of all that getting the rebound.
Well, this is a referee just wants to. There's a uniform issue here. Maybe even blood on the uniform. It's a rule. If you have blood on the uniform, you need to have it scrubbed out or properly taken care of. So that's what's going on there. I thought it was a boxing out foul at top of the key, but it turned out to be a uniform
blood issue.
Samantha Petrakis being attended to on the sideline. And it'll go back to Lancaster Catholic.
Man, Brandy Valley's not typically the one that Coach Clark wants to bring it down to court, but I know Jasmine she's tired, and he's trying to give her a break a little bit, and he might have to go back to her at point guard there, because there's no one better on Ole Valley's team than breaking down the defense than Jasmine.
Coming up to a minute left here. Second quarter, almost a steal, underneath, and on the way up, Jen Rome was bumped into. Little excuse me foul, and Jen Rome will go to the line for Lancaster Catholic. This is the girls' AAA District 3 final. Lamar Kaufman and his Lancaster Catholic girls, all kinds of District 3 records. And you'll watch Jen Rome as she took it to the hoop and got hit on the way up. It's the boys' game to follow this one, the boys' Quad A championship here on ABC 27. It's Redland and York coming up right after this one. Rome's got 7, Crusaders down 2. Brandy Valley, Scribe with a rebound, getting some shots.
Well, Valley she's staying aggressive, but I don't know if Coach Clark wanted a shot that quick. Maybe the last shot of the half. It looks like Lancaster Catholic has a shot at making that decision.
Westwood.
She looked good on that shot, too.
Here's Clark. What do you think she's going to do? Oh, one bounce. Nice play to Grebe. Doesn't fall.
Nice rebound by Crott.
Crott's got 9. The lead is 4 for Ole Valley. Under a minute to go, first half. Steal. Valley alone.
Wow, nice left hand by Valley. Wow, she's, Greg, she's a quiet player, Brandy Valley. She doesn't, I don't want to say she doesn't look like much, she does, but she just quietly contributes out there. She's a smooth player, is probably what the word I've been looking for here. Steals and putbacks, a left-hand layup there for a freshman. This girl has a whole package.
So the Lynx up by 6, looking to make it 8. Look at Crott right in there again. She has been impressive. 5'11" junior will go to the line again to add to her 9-point total. It was a 1-point lead for Ole Valley at the end of the first quarter. It will be more when we end this half.
Well, and Lancaster Catholic notably went up 10 points at one point and had a chance to go up 12, and then the tide shifted from that point on.
Lancaster Catholic looking for one shot here. Ashley Sargent into the game. Threw it up underneath, and it's going to go back to Ole Valley with 5.5 seconds left, which is an eternity for Jasmine Clark.
Well, the halftime shootout's going to be interesting. These sponsors have had a chance to watch these kids, and it's going to be interesting to see if they can make some shots, Greg.
Stick around for that. Here's Clark at the buzzer.
Oh, that's a great momentum shift. Ole Valley's going in with some confidence, and Lancaster Catholic, Coach Cuffman's, they're going to have to regroup.
36-27 at the half. Stay with us. Our Arlington Orthopedic halftime shootout coming up as we continue here on ABC 27.
Get ready to start popping with Pizza Hut's Cheesy Bites Pizza. It's your favorite Pizza Hut pizza surrounded by 28 tasty cheese-filled bites. You won't be able to stop pulling them, dipping them, and popping them. And right now, a Cheesy Bites pizza with your favorite topping is just $11.99. Plus, add a 2-liter Pepsi and an order of breadsticks for just $5 more. The Cheesy Bites pizza deal won't last long, only $11.99 and only at your Pizza Hut.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre and post surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
Having been to Arlington Orthopedics several times over the past roughly 15 years, I have found them to be very caring.
For 15 or 20 years, I've dealt with sciatic nerve pain down both legs. Kind of figured I was going to have that all my life.
Because of crippling arthritis, I no longer could hold on to things.
We went through this disc fusion surgery. It's just changed my whole life.
The pain is virtually gone, and he fully expects me to return to 100%.
Ryan and Todd from Hoffman Ford. Harrisburg's largest volume and only Ford dealer. What does Hoffman Ford mean to you? Respect, outstanding customer service, honest communication, superior sales and service staff. Did you know that we're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Check us out at HoffmanFord.com. Check out our new and used inventory, look for service specials, make appointments, get a quote, and even apply for credit. That's right, just another reason why Hoffman Ford is Harrisburg's most powerful name in Fords.
Welcome back to Giant Center here on ABC 27 as we continue with our halftime activities here for the girls AAA finals. Greg Mace with Charlie Fortney. It's our final halftime shootout of the year. Advanced Hoops, Arlington Orthopedics halftime shootout. Charlie, explain. We got our sponsors out here this morning. A chance to win some big money.
Actually, our first shooter today is going to be Bill Werner, representing Select Physical Therapy. Bill's going to try his hand at a three-point shot.
All right, a chance to win $50 from Fulton Bank. You got the first shot. You're up. Let's root him on. All right.
Well, Bill, at least you hit rim. There's many of our contestants this year that didn't hit rim. Now shooting on behalf of Penn National is a basketball fan himself, Joe Holland.
Let's give Joe a hand. Root him on.
Okay, Bill, you have something to talk about in the line there with Joe. All right, now we have representing Huffman Ford, Ryan Huffman. Let's give it up for Ryan.
You've seen this guy on TV before.
Oh, Brian, I expected a little bit more, and so did your father sitting on the baseline there. Now, representing Pizza Hut is our marketing representative, Heather Haggard. Come on, let's give it up for Heather. Okay, this last guy, we've been waiting for this last guy. He's been a big figure in the High School Basketball Live this year. This is Tom Mooney, representing Arlington Orthopedics.
Well,
okay, let's give all of our sponsors a big hand. These sponsors have helped put 17 high school basketball games on live TV this year. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Thank you, and thank you, folks. All right, joining us is Dr. Tim Ackerman from Arlington Orthopedics. Thanks for all your support this year. I know this has been a first for Arlington to get involved with television and high school athletics, and I know you've gotten a great response.
It's been great this year. We appreciate the opportunity to do this. It's been a great response from our standpoint. We hope to be back again next year to do the same thing.
All right, we're going to get a little bit more informed again. We're going to talk about ACL injuries, and here's Charlie up close and personal with Dr. Tim Ackerman and Arlington Orthopedics.
Our topic today is ACL injuries. How often do you see ACL injuries in the athlete and the non-athlete?
ACL injuries are very common. They've increased in the number of ACLs per year because of the increased competitiveness of the sports and the increased volume of people in those sports.
Dr. Ackerman, why are the female athletes more prone to this injury than male athletes?
If you look at the normal knee here, you take away the kneecap and the tendon. In the center of the knee, right in here, you have the ACL. And the ACL stands for anterior cruciate ligament. It's cruciate because these two ligaments in the center cross, and the ACL is the main one that can tear out of the two. And it's right in the center of the knee, and when you have an injury, either a hyper extension injury, which your knee goes back like that, it can put pressure on that ligament and tear it. A rotational injury can put pressure on that ligament and tear it. So those are the things that can tear that. It's a central pivot ligament, so when you cut, pivot, turn, that ligament stabilizes the knee. Without that ligament, you can't cut, pivot. Females are more susceptible to this for many reasons. One is anatomically, they're born with a smaller ACL than males. Okay. So that's just an anatomic reason. The ACL is smaller, therefore it's at more risk of tearing. It has less structure to it. The notch right in here, this sort of horseshoe-shaped area, is much more narrow in a female than a male. And so what happens when you cut and turn, it's narrower and it pinches on the ACL and it can cause more tearing. Hormonal cycles in a female, with the menstrual cycles, when the hormone levels rise and fall, when they change like that in certain times of that cycle, the ACL can become weaker.
Malia Tate DeFreitas is the best 9th grade girls basketball player this area has seen in a long time. And her hopes and dreams were almost shattered when she went down last year with this injury. You've had a chance to repair this knee. Malia's father had some really good things to say in our interview, and even Malia herself. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Dr. Ackerman and his staff are wonderful. It was a pleasure working with them.
Dr. Ackerman's a good doctor. He made me stay focused, and he wanted me to get better, so that helped my self-esteem, because I thought I was never ever going to be able to play basketball again. We
stay in continuous correspondence. The physical therapy staff, it was just a beautiful experience. I'm
very thankful, because without Dr. Ackerman and his team and Dr. Cordes, I don't think I could do it.
I'd like to thank Dr. Ackerman for all of his support, for his medical knowledge, and giving Malia the gift of basketball again.
To catch the full interview with Dr. Ackerman on the growing number of ACL injuries, go to advancedhoops.com.
To be sure, Faulkner Toyota on Paxton Street across from the Harrisburg Mall invites you to check out our extensive assortment of new and used vehicles. Consider the excitement of driving the RAV4 or the functionality of our top-rated Sienna minivan. Test drive the super fuel-efficient Prius hybrid along with our Camrys, Corollas, Tacoma pickups, as well as a full selection of Scions. You'll find security, design, comfort, and a price that will fit your own lifestyle. Call or visit us at faulknertoyota.net.
What game will you bring? Your B game or C? Tomorrow's performance depends on today's recovery. Rebuild. Recharge. Reclaim your A game. Regen. Intelligent recovery.
Fortney Construction is on the move, building additions, renovations, and Pella certified for window and door replacements with a quality of work that the customer can count on. Call today. Ask about solar and energy solutions, as well as our solar module installation. You can save money on electric, and the electric company will send you cash for the solar energy your panels generate.
Integrity, reliability, and experience is what Fortney Construction's all about. And it's a great name.
At Lou Panetti, Rogliano, and Hockenberry Family Dentistry, you will receive patient care with a smile, along with comprehensive dental treatment and technologically advanced equipment to meet all your family needs.
I think what you'll find here, if you look around the office, is a very, very comfortable atmosphere.
The quality of care that the doctors give to our patients is absolutely phenomenal.
Our service provides a gentle approach from doctors who care.
Second half, ready to go here at Giant Center. Greg Mays, Charlie Fortney, Mark Hall, and Ole Valley gets the ball. They have a 36-27 lead. A lot of momentum shifts in that first half.
I'll tell you what, Greg, Lancaster Catholic, the fans watching home can bank on this. They are not going anywhere. Coach Cuffman's been doing this, Lamar, for 29 years, and he gave his girls an earful at halftime, and it was girls, let's get our act together. Let's get out here and play some basketball. Lancaster Catholic's been doing this a long time. They're not going anywhere. Ole Valley has to be careful, that they don't stop doing what they've been doing that got them here, and that's being very aggressive on both sides of the basketball. And like right there.
The drive, Valley hits. A lot of poise when she breaks out.
Absolutely. She's only a freshman. She's very uncanny, quick, and deceptive in every aspect of the game.
Way outside. Comes back to Jasmine Clark. First stop, we'll check in with Mark Hall to hear what he had to say or hear what he heard. And let's check in with Mark Hall. Mark, what'd you hear behind the benches there? All right, we'll check back with Mark in just a second. Petrakis lost the handle.
It's 2 fouls early on Ole Valley, so that's gonna, foul shots in a second half mean a lot. So they're gonna have to be careful not to put Lancaster Catholic in the bonus too early in this half, because they're 62% from the foul line. They're able to knock down some foul shots.
Ball on the floor.
Wow,
still on the floor. Wow.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
There's Valley again. Man, she is poised in that paint. She's got 14. Mark Hall, what did you hear over there on the sidelines?
Well, Greg, Charlie's assessments coming out at halftime were spot on. I had a chance to speak with Ole Valley coach Mike Clark, and he said, hey, don't let this lead fool you. There's a reason why Lancaster Catholic is ranked #1. He told his players to expect a run from Lancaster Catholic and to keep playing hard and keep playing together. Let's go back to you.
Clark.
I will be honest, I did not expect the second half to start out this well for Ole Valley, and it's on the back of Brandy Valley. She's shown why she is their leading scorer and why she is one of the best freshmen in the state of Pennsylvania. Well, I wouldn't, definitely an opportunity for this young lady with how well this team's doing this year is to possibly get some all-state honors. So she might even be one of the better players in the state.
Jasmine Clark is 1 point away from 1,000 points. Valley missed, got it back, went back up and got fouled.
Wow, her aggressiveness. When kids have played 25 games already, you don't call them freshmen, but as a freshman, her aggressiveness is what impresses me the most, Greg. Naturally, she has a long way to go fundamentally, and she had a lot to work on. But what an amazing basketball player. And in this arena, AAA district championship, she's playing like she belongs here.
And she's got 16 points. Well, if you're Lancaster Catholic now, you don't want the game to get away from you, and it's starting to right now. Clark, good movement. And they can be patient now as well. She almost walked there. It's away to Lamy. 3 more.
Yeah, this is going Ole Valley's way right now, up 18. Oh, this is an amazing turn of events here. Lancaster Catholic at one point was in command of that first half.
Well, the shots are not falling for the Crusaders.
Well, the thing that's going to be tough for the Crusaders and Lancaster Catholic is, they're not going to shoot their way back into this. That's not, their percentages are not high. Only have made 43 three-pointers all year long, only one in this game. They have to do it in transition, and the way Ole Valley's playing, it's not allowing them to transition too much. They're playing that zone defense, that standstill basketball. It's definitely it's going to be hard for a comeback.
It's Brito to Nazario to Achel. Boy, the rims are not kind to the Crusaders. Clark, and that will be 1,000. And the girls on her bench know it.
Well, and it's hard to stop the game in a championship or have the rights to do that, but we'll mention it right here. And congratulations to Jasmine Clark. Her team is up by 19 points right now, and it has a lot to do with her tenacity here today.
She's got 16. As a junior, she's got 1,000 now, and there's the whistle on a foul. Mind of the boys game follows here on ABC 27. It's the boys Quad A Championship. Our high school basketball live advanced hoops presented by Arlington Orthopedics here on ABC 27 all season long, and we're excited to be wrapping up our year-long coverage here at Giants Center. Achel's got 4.
Look for Lancaster Catholic to start to trap, start to throw the kitchen sink at Ole Valley to try to create some turnovers here. And Ole Valley's doing the smart thing. They're taking a break here. They're trying to establish some tempo. It's a 17-point game. It's up to Lancaster Catholic to make the move, and Ole Valley's feeling like they're in a good position here. It's important not to be too, that's off her foot, Jasmine. It's important not to be, in this situation, not to be too passive, because Lancaster Catholic can score points in a hurry if you let them.
And not mentally get overwhelmed here. An old cliche, take it one possession at a time.
See, the only thing I'm concerned about is that's foul number 5 for Ole Valley. So you're one foul away from every foul being foul shots. We got a lot of time left here. You got 11 minutes in this game. 3 in the third, 8 in the fourth.
You look at Clark with 3 fouls. Kayla Crott with 3 fouls. Lamey's got 3 fouls.
Penetration's going to have to be the key for Lancaster Catholic. You're going to have to penetrate like that.
Burrito. There's a Leskowitz.
Well, and now it's a 15-point game.
Brandy Valley. Coming up on 2.5 in the third, and going to go back to Lancaster Catholic.
There's a slight turn of momentum here. Ending a quarter is very important. If Coach Cuffman's team can end this quarter, keeping it at around 10, I think that'd be a good goal. Then a 10-point deficit in fourth quarter is a lot more doable against this very aggressive and talented Ole Valley team.
Rosario gets it to roll. Well,
now you got Lamar Cuffman off the bench. Now he's come alive. And, okay, now things are turning. Valley kicks the ball off her foot.
And Ole,
smart timeout by Coach Clark to try to kill some of this momentum and to talk to his girls about relaxing and not letting this get the best of them.
48-35 here in the third quarter.
Turner Kia in Harrisburg has your family covered. Need room to transport the kids? Check out the all-new Kia Sorento or Sedona van. The reliable and affordable Kia Soul and Forte are perfect for college students. And Turner Kia has an incredible selection of certified used vehicles for drivers of all ages. All new and certified used Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And with Turner's exclusive TLC, you know you'll be taken care of. As Albert says, Turner is the smart choice for your next vehicle. Turner Kia, Chambers Hill Road, Harrisburg.
Well, a little bit of momentum swing here. 48-35. The Lynx are on top. Mark Hall was listening into the Lancaster Catholic huddle.
That's right, Greg. Lancaster Catholic has made a mini run here, and Coach Kaufman reminded his players they have more than 10 minutes of game time to make a move, so they don't have to get it back on one possession. It's a possession by possession effort that's going to get them back in this game. Let's send it back to you.
Tried to keep the run going there. Didn't work on the Jen Rome shot. Here come the Lynx.
Well, for Ole Valley, shots. There's foul number 6. Okay, one more. We're looking at foul shots, and every time a foul happens, they'll go to the foul line. This can be beneficial for Lancaster Catholic if they stay aggressive. But now shots that were going in for Ole Valley now aren't, and Lancaster Catholic has a great opportunity here, but against this 1-3-1 zone, they're going to have a hard time finding some offense because Like I said, three-point shooting and outside shooting is not their forte. They're going to have to attack those gaps.
Push inside.
Now we got foul shots, okay? This is very early in the half to be shooting foul shots. And this is huge, Greg. You know, the Crusaders have only committed 3 fouls, so this could be a big advantage if Lancaster Catholic can knock down some shots. That's a big if when it's a one-on-one.
Ole Valley comes away with it. Here's Clark. Outside, Grebe.
I don't know if Coach Clark wants his Lauren Grebe shooting from out there and shooting so quickly. I think he would want, you know, maybe 5-6 passes, burn a little time and not play into the momentum here of Lancaster Catholic.
Which is what is happening now. 1:36 left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I would encourage anyone sitting at home not to turn off the TV sets or wait for the boys' game, because this game is far from over. This is only 13 points. Nice rebound by Crott.
She went back up, and foul looks like it's on Oleskowitz. And that'll be her 4th. The great overhanging scoreboard, of course, here at Giants Center. We can look up and see all the fouls.
Well, this is Miranda, by the way. I keep forgetting we have sisters out here.
Miranda and Kayla.
Kayla is the junior, and actually Kayla is the senior.
All right, a reminder, if you're interested in any advanced training, Advanced Hoops is the place to go. Charlie and his group with spring 5-on-5 shooting, dribbling. AdvancedHoops.com is the place to visit. Krott's got 12.
Well, the biggest thing we're doing right now, Greg, is we got a lot of kids coming to AAU tryouts. We have over 350 kids on the roster here in the next week. So we still have room for people to try out for teams.
Big basket there by H. Cut the lead back to 13. Crott inside and gets it to fall.
Now this is a smart move for Ole Valley to take a little pressure off the outside shooting and the scoring of the guards and go to Miranda and take advantage of her size around the basket.
Big steal. Here's Grebe. And she is hit on the way up by Molly Westwood. Only thing she could do.
Yeah, the guards for Lancaster Catholic are not handling this 1-3-1-2 zone. They're trying to. They're not against the 1-3-1. Your guards have to spread themselves out in a 2-1-2. Your alignment needs to be, and when you're that close to the one at the top of the 1-3-1, it makes it a lot easier for that one position player to guard and to pick off the passes, and we saw it right there.
Grebe's first point. Grebe's second point. 54-37. Ole Valley with the lead. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Molly Westwood.
Molly's their girl from 3, and she's only made 1 today. She's off on the marker here.
Grebe thought about it, thought better of it, goes back, stays with Ole Valley. So they'll have a little over 8 to work with here. Valley will back it out. We'll be aware of the time. There's Clark. Dishing. Clark at the buzzer again. That time it didn't go. We have played 3 quarters. Ole Valley with a 54-37 lead. And the girls' AAA championship. You're watching high school basketball live on ABC 27. Presented by Arlington Orthopedics.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
All-state freshman Malia Tate DeFreitas tore her ACL in a heated state playoff, and her dreams seemed shattered.
Tried to come back in and it wasn't working out. I thought that my basketball career was over.
Getting an assist from the doctors at Arlington Orthopedic, Malia is ready to attack the hoop this season.
It feels good when I jump and cut and stuff. It feels normal, and the brace really helps me.
To go from tears to a smile, it was just a beautiful thing.
Here we go, fourth quarter, and Ole Valley with a 54-37 advantage.
Yeah, this pressure for Lancaster Catholic has to be it has to be 94 feet, Greg, not 80, not 75. That's the only way they're going to have a chance to get back in this game. They're going to have to do some trapping and create some turnovers here. This young lady's making it tough.
19 points.
Wow, and she scored 1,000 here tonight. Speaking of Jasmine Clark, we got to start talking about MVP here, most valuable player of the game. Greg, I'm leaning toward Jasmine Clark with a quarter to go. What are you thinking?
No, I agree with you. You know, Valley's had a great game in terms of scoring, but Jasmine Clark really made things happen and really made things work and really was the spark plug of this team. So what now is Lancaster Catholic thinking? Mark Hall, you were over there listening on the bench. What'd you hear?
Greg, Coach Kaufman told his players that even though they were down, there's still a lot of time in the game to make a move, but obviously Lancaster Catholic didn't get off to a good start. Speaking of Jasmine Clark, we had a chance to listen to Coach Mike Clark talk to him, and he was a little concerned that maybe his team would let up because they were up 17 points. So they're going to continue to do what they do and apply defensive pressure and be aggressive on offense. Greg, let's go back to you.
58 seconds gone by, fourth quarter, and a 20-point lead. And keep in mind, Charlie, like you said, Lancaster Catholic had an 8-point advantage in that second quarter.
Yeah, but, you know, just the amazing shots that are being made by this Ole Valley team. That step-back three-pointer by Jasmine Clark, you just can't defend it. And they're making shots from the outside. This Lancaster Catholic team is just struggling to find scoring from the outside.
Wow, they cannot miss. Laney from the outside, she's got 10.
When Kaufman's not happy with the defense, allowing them to take these shots.
60-39. There's a three,
yeah.
Jen Rome. Cuts it to 18. As we said before, Ole Valley is from the Berks County area, somewhat of an unknown as they came into this game. If you're a Mid-Penn fan or a Lancaster Lebanon fan or a York Adams fan, don't see much of them. But of course, District 3 extends out toward Reading. There's Brito. H.O. got the rebound, went to the glass and hits it.
As you think about MVP for Lancaster Catholic, you know, I can think of the rebounding of Tyler, offensive rebounding of Tyler. Greg, you have any thoughts on these girls? But it just seems like Lancaster Catholic overall has been knocked off their rhythm today.
Yeah, Oleskowitz got in a little bit of foul trouble and had to take a seat, but you're right there. They did not have much rhythm except for that second quarter.
The penetration of Jasmine Clark and her ability to knock down shots has really disrupted this idea for Lancaster Catholic that they can pressure and change the game from a transition standpoint against Ole Valley. It just hasn't been able to happen. Jasmine Clark has changed that game plan.
H.O. for three.
12-point game with 5:25. Now they're going to have to make a stop on this end. There's a defense. There you go. You got to have stops if you want to get back in the game. You can't just score points. You got to get stops, and that's what Lancaster Catholic's been able to do. Wow, what a game of shifts here. I mean, I don't know if I've seen anything like this in a while.
Well, back to a 12-point game. And make it a 10-point game with a possibility of 9.
Man, I need to get a cup of coffee between the games here today because it just seems like such a turn of events here. I mean, you look at these trends. You go from Ole Valley being down 10, possibly 12 on a layup that gets shifted the other way. Then they go up halftime by 10 or more. Then we're, oh my goodness, these swings, Greg.
Down to 9.
It's brought this crowd at the Giant Center here alive, I'll tell you. And Jasmine Clark needs to get the ball in her hand, I'll tell you that right now. She's the girl that can diffuse a lot of momentum, just the way she approaches this game.
A lot of pressure and
nice rebound by Lauren after she missed a tough one.
Almost a steal.
Oh, wow.
Almost Victoria Brito.
Wow, you can see the confidence of these Lancaster Catholic girls right now, and they still got some time to do it. It's going to be important, though. Ole Valley's going to have a good possession. Get the ball to Clark is my guess.
This is a big possession for this team. Valley couldn't get it to fall, but there's Crott right there.
That's important. Man, Miranda Crott that's a most valuable rebound right there.
Lancaster Catholic down 11.
Now that was a Laney looked at the referee like, what's going on here, but got enough. Tyler needs to take advantage of this. She got a gift there. She needs to take advantage of this and knock these foul shots down.
Tyler Oleskowitz.
Well, that's
and if you're interested and we'd like you to vote for your Hoffman Ford Player of the Game, go to advancedhoops.com, click on the live TV icon, and you can vote. And we'd love to hear from you, see who your selection is. All kinds of information on Advanced Hoops as well.
Well, Greg, Laney just fouled out. She got her 5th foul on that one. And so that's a big factor. She just got done hitting Brianne Laney just hit a big 3 for Ole Valley. So that's one weapon now that Coach Clark doesn't have at his disposal with 4:22 to go. Yeah, but with Lancaster Catholic missing these foul shots, it might not matter because those are important foul shots.
All right, the jump ball, the possession arrow goes to Ole Valley, but there's Laney fouling out with 16 points. Here come the Lynx. The lead is 11. One-handed drive by Valley. Big rebound for the Crusaders.
Yeah.
Underneath.
That was a great post pass by the point guard, Victoria Brito. Tremendous entry.
Yep, Rosario's got 11. Lead is 9. That has inspired this Lancaster Catholic team.
Valley's dribbling into a trap here. That's not what Coach Clark wanted.
Achel, 2-on-1, takes it herself. And Achel's got 14. The lead is down to 7.
Now Clark has the ball. I think what I've been wondering is why she hasn't had the ball the last couple possessions, because it's stuff, that's what she can do, Greg.
So 3:25 left. Here in the 4th quarter, we'll keep it here. 64-55, Ole Valley with the lead. And certainly, Lancaster Catholic looked flat down, looked like they were like, we're finished. And suddenly, bang, they got back in this game, and they've been playing not only some getting better shots, it's falling, and they're playing more inspired defense as well.
Well, there it was, 7 points, and now Jasmine Clark gets the ball, and who's our Huffman Ford Player of the Game at this point. She gets the ball, and then all of a sudden hits a bucket and diffuses things. They need to get her the basketball and tell everybody to clear out, because every time number 1 has the ball, good things happen. And she just needs to keep the ball in her hands. Nothing against Brandy Valley. She's a 2-guard handling the ball and trying to take the pressure off Jasmine, but that's not what's working for him. Lancaster Catholic needs to answer here, because if we get inside 2, it's going to be stall offense for all Ole Valley.
All right, first stoppage. We'll check in here with Mark Hall to hear what he heard. Here's Rome. Rome missing. Whistle goes out. All right, let's hear from Mark Hall. Mark.
Well, Greg, Lancaster Catholic coach Lamar Kaufman told his players they're going to continue to apply the pressure, especially after a made basket. But like Charlie said, when the clock is stopped, Lancaster Catholic has an opportunity to put points on the board by making those free throws, but they have to make them. Let's go back to you.
2-on-1, lost the handle to Brito, and here come the Lynx. And we will call it a
Shield foot, yeah. Well, we have a foul on Lauren. She will put, I believe, Rosario to the foul line. Lancaster Catholic needs to knock down some foul shots here and get their percentage back up. Because right now, 2 foul shots can make this a 3-possession game, which is very doable with almost 3 minutes to go, 2:46. Man, there has been a lid on the rim for the Lancaster Catholic girls today.
There is Ole Valley coach Mike Clark. The school looking to win their first girls district championship. First time they've actually even been in the district finals. Goes back to Lancaster Catholic. Rome for 3.
Wow, she looked comfortable out there. She doesn't want to go home without a medal around her neck that says gold, I'll tell you that. 60, she's looking like an MVP on the Lancaster Catholic side of things.
6-point game, 2.5 left.
Well, in 2 possessions. Now it's 3 possessions.
Big Michelle Bowman, that's her first point.
Wow, and she just got in the game too.
Big time to hit her first. She's number 15. Oleskowitz. Oh, the rim has not been kind for this team today.
Wow. Wow. Imagine that, Greg. You sit there the entire game, okay? Sit there the entire game, and you're Michelle Bowman. You know, you're only a junior. You're watching your team play, and all of a sudden you're called to go in, and you hit a big basket. I mean, what a story. I mean, if they win this gold medal, she's going to wear that proud, knowing that she had a great contribution.
Tyler Oleskowitz is fouled out. She leaves the game with 13 points.
Why Lancaster Catholic's not up and trapping right now? I'm very surprised. That's the kind of respect that Jasmine's commanding here.
And 1.
Wow. I'll tell you what, Brandy Valley had about 4 runners today. Those old Bob Cousy runners, I mean, maybe our fans aren't familiar with that. I'm not either. I just hear about them. But I know you're familiar with those guys.
I remember when he played.
But just, so uncanny the way she shoots the ball, the way she scores. Doesn't have conventional form, shoots. Ball rolls off her 2 middle fingers instead of the index finger and the middle finger, which it works for her, though. I'll tell you that. It does work for her.
She's got 19.
And she got a big rebound right there.
And now time and the score in the hands of Ole Valley. Look at Jasmine Clark.
That's the best thing that they could do, is keep that ball in her hands.
Oh, it didn't. There's Molly Westwood with a 2-on-1. Gave it up. Big bucket right there by Alyssa Achel.
It seems like as soon as she leaves the ball go, as soon as it's not in her hands, it's a turnover. It seems like it's important. I'd rather just say to her, look, Jasmine, keep that ball and just dribble around like Curly Neal the whole time, because you dribbling the ball and you handle it seems to be the best thing for this team. And Coach Clark talked before the game. He says, I need to have a big game from Jasmine at point to handle this pressure. And boy, she stepped up to the challenger. That 1 turnover there is not an indication of how she's played this game.
All right, stay with us for the medal ceremony and the trophy presentation. And I turn around to my left and I see the Red Sea. The Redland fans are already on hand here at Giant Center as we get set for the York and Redland boys Quad A final. That's coming up next right here on ABC 27. All right, a reminder, if you're interested in becoming a basketball official, there's a new training class coming up at East Pennsboro Middle School. Log on to www.cpboa.org. Of course, Mid-Penn and all these folks in District 3 would love to have your participation, a great way to be involved with high school athletics. Coming up to a minute left. Ole Valley on their way to perhaps their first district title. Swatted away. Who's got the rebound? It's Lancaster Catholic. Got to go in a hurry. 50 seconds left. Molly Westwood. That's all she could do right there. Got to throw the threes up right now. And now time running down. Jasmine Clark underneath, fouled.
Well, what was amazing, that pass Jasmine Clark made just now out there was a left-handed bullet to Lauren under the basket. I haven't seen that in a while, but a left-handed bullet. And a point guard, a good point guard, needs to be able to use that right and left hand. She's gonna help a college before it's all said and done.
So Grebe goes to the line.
She's got a whole nother year, though. This Ole Valley team is going to be back. They got their key players coming back. Miranda's the only one they lose. She's definitely a big loss, but they got some good players to come back for that Ole Valley team.
There's only one senior in this team. Clark's a junior. From the outside, there's Jen Rome. Boy, she's had a great second half.
Yeah, I'm going to say Jen Romey is our Huffman Forward Player of the Game for Lancaster Catholic. And then we have Jasmine Clark with a great compliment performance by Brandy Valley, a freshman.
So now they'll dribble it out. And Ole Valley.
This is their first district title.
Wow. 0.2 of a second left.
Boy, they certainly earned this one, Greg.
Yep.
And hats off to Coach Clark. I mean, he's done a great job with these young ladies. Coach Mike Clark.
72-61, Ole Valley is the girls' AAA District 3 champion. All right, the teams will line up. We'll have our medal ceremony, and then Mark Hall will be talking with Coach Mike Clark and Jasmine Clark. And maybe we can even get the freshman Brandy Valley in there after the ceremony. That was a really interesting, fun game to watch today.
Well, and this was a tough one for Emily. Emily Martin for Lancaster Catholic. She had to sit here with a knee injury. She, had an ACL injury that put her out earlier in the year. Ironically, our featured topic today in today's broadcast is Dr. Tim Ackerman's ACL injuries and his feature player, Malia Tate-DeFreitas, that they've helped over there at Arlington Orthopedic. But Emily Martin was a big part of this team, and for most of this playoff run, Coach Kaufman is just proud of his girls that they could get to this place without that leadership from Emily. But hats off to the Lancaster Catholic girls. I know they're disappointed. A lot of underclassmen in that bunch. They're not used to getting the silver medal, but boy, they worked really hard to get here.
Yeah, we should point out, if you're somewhat new to the district playoffs, we always remind you that the season is not over for Lancaster Catholic, because these teams all head to the state playoffs. They start next Friday. You have to quickly mentally regroup and get right back in it, because Lancaster Catholic is more than capable of making a great run in the state playoffs. So that all starts Friday and Saturday of next weekend. And there will be, out of the AAA, 6 teams, the top 6 teams will all go to the states.
Yeah, this Lancaster Catholic team, I mean, this team could win a state championship. This was Ole Valley's night. I mean, just the way this game went, they were hitting shots off of 1 foot. And Coach Mike Clark, I mean, to get his first district championship on the back of beating the premier AAA girls team for years now. I mean, this is like the Celtics, 16 championships or 15 district titles over the course of how many years? Let me tell you, hats off to Coach Mike Clark and Ole Valley that it came at the hands of beating the best that we've seen in AAA.
Lancaster Catholic heads on to the state playoffs now, and falling short here 71-62, but I think Lamar Kaufman's got plenty to build on coming out of this game, and you know, these are good lessons as you go into the state playoffs, and the disappointment will have to quickly wear off because they'll get right back to work once they learn of their pairings for the state playoffs.
And Lancaster Catholic Crusader head coach Lamar Kaufman.
And the fans giving them an appreciative round of applause.
Coach Kaufman, he put that medal around his girls' necks and, made it positive. You can tell he's making a nice positive comment to each one. He recognizes that as many times as they shared the gold, it's important. It's important to lose a game like this with a class and a dignity. But he also, I think, can look across the aisle and appreciate what Ole Valley's going through right now, because they've been on the receiving end of this under his tenure 11 times.
Jasmine Clark, she finished the game with 21 points, scores 1,000 points.
Yeah, she should turn this game into a video. Well, you know what? And what's nice is the families of these kids and even the fans. They can order a copy of this commemorative championship. They can order it right on advancedhoops.com, because I know Berks County doesn't necessarily get this. That is pretty far out of the woods there, but they can get a commemorative copy by going to advancedhoops.com, and it's nice to have that as a keepsake.
They're close to civilization, but they don't get ABC 27, I'll be honest with you. They get Philadelphia area TV stations there. So
what's funny is we get Philadelphia too, don't we, Comcast?
A couple stations.
Couple stations,
couple Philadelphia stations. But of course, that's a Philadelphia market, Philadelphia Allentown market, and there are a number of teams like that. So that is the Philadelphia television market. So that is why they don't see us out there. So there you go.
I'll tell you what, and Greg, if I was a fan at home, I wouldn't go nowhere, because the York Bearcats and the Redland Boys, the fans have a treat. A 7-footer, I call him 6'11", but a 7-footer, yeah, Patriot News calls him 7-foot, 7-footer and a 6'9" Mike Zingari against the high-flying York Bearcats.
And there are the District 3 champions, girls, AAA. We're going to go over to Mark Hall here in just a second as he talks to their coach and our players of the game. Getting the team picture there. And you hear their fans cheering behind them, and they'll take the team picture here, and we'll join Mark here in just a second. Now there's a picture they'll have for a lifetime. 71-62, Ole Valley.
Wow, that's a great moment. It's a Kodak moment, Craig. We didn't even get paid to say that.
They're not one of our sponsors, are they? All right. We'll join Mark Hall here in just a second. Clark with 21. Valley with 19 points.
Wow. Brandy Valley, a freshman. She'll get some All-State considerations. Certainly one of the best freshmen we've seen.
All right, standing by with the District 3 champs, here's Mark Hall. Mark?
Game it was for these players and coaches that had to participate. Fortunately, I had a great seat, probably the best seat in the house, next to Coach Mike Clark, Ole Valley. Coach, this is your first district championship in school history. How does it feel?
Oh, well, the girls wanted to be the first team, and they worked very hard. I don't know, it feels great. Having just 10 to 12 girls all season long, JV varsity, I'm very surprised that they pulled it off. I mean, the practices we do with just 12 girls, it's amazing how much these girls just kept coming back and kept coming back.
Coach, this was a game of runs. In the first half, you guys were down 8 to 10 points, and then you closed the gap at half. You made some adjustments during halftime. Talk about how the second half went and why you guys are district champions.
The second half, I always tell them, you watch a pro or college game, it's about momentum. They're going to give you a shot, you got to give your shot back. They're going to give you a shot. I told them the three best scorers, they were on the bench the whole first half. So I told them we got to come out of the second half. When they give us our shot, the shot back, we got to react back. And the girls did it. I wanted to take their high post and low post away more in the second half than I did the first half, because I knew he was going to bring the two girls that was on the bench, 33 and 25 in, and try to go inside.
All right, well, Coach, congratulations. Well, Coach Clark talking about the players making a run and answering the run from Lancaster Catholic, and one of them was Jasmine Clark, who scored her 1,000th point today. But Jasmine, talk about what this win means for you and the entire Ole Valley team.
This means a lot to our team in Ole Valley, because Ole Valley never got this far. They never won districts, and we're the team to prove everything to Ole Valley.
You know, Jasmine, in the first half, you guys were down 10. Then it seemed like you wanted the ball in your hands to make things happen. In the second half, you guys took the lead, then you lost the lead, and you wanted the ball again. Do you want the ball when it matters most?
Yes, Coach Mike wants me to have the ball in the hands, because he thinks that the ball, I guess, I don't know, like, what it comes down to, I just need the ball in my hand to make things happen.
Individually, 1,000 points today. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. Feels awesome. Just means a lot to me.
Well, as the quarterback, my last question, as the quarterback of this team, what's most important going forward? Do you guys want to improve, or because you're playing good basketball, you want to stay consistent?
We improve every game, and yes, we want to stay consistent and improve every single game.
Jasmine Clark, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Greg, obviously Ole Valley wins their first district championship, but the good news for Lancaster Catholic is they will move on to states as well. Let's send it back to you.
All right, Mark, thanks. Coming up, the boys' game, the boys' Quad A championship. It is Lancaster Catholic losing to Ole Valley in the girls' AAA final. York getting set for this one. We're back with more, and we'll also hear more from Advanced Hoops coming up as we continue from Giant Center.
Advanced Hoops is celebrating 10 years of training youth in the Harrisburg region. In 2010, we trained over 1,000 youth from kindergarten to 12th grade. Our spring program is going to be amazing. So as I pass the ball, Advanced Hoops is celebrating 10 years of training youth in the Harrisburg region. In 2010, we trained over 1,000 youth from kindergarten to 12th grade. Our spring program is going to be amazing. So as I pass the ball,
you make the call to get any questions answered regarding our spring games, shooting, dribbling, or AAU opportunities.
We specialize in making training look easy.
And Charlie is not the only one that can shoot a basketball around here.
Y'all ready for this?
Son is, he's a senior at Stilton High Spire, has been working with Charlie and advanced training for 3 years or so. With Charlie's help, Ryan has become a better ball player offensively and defensively. The things that he can do, Charlie has enhanced, and the things that he didn't do well, Charlie has made sure that he's aware of it and does a better job at getting better.
Advanced Hoops has helped Michael to develop his all-around game, his outside game, handling the ball.
AAU spring basketball with Advanced Hoops. 21 teams last year, featuring the top boys basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops AAU features 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play,
and every player gets professional skill training along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 25 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 2 years. Amazing results. I call this AAU with the follow-through.
We've had a lot of guys go to Charlie. I remember Charlie when he was a kid. Heck, I coached against him when he was playing at Steel High, and he does a great job, him and his staff. A lot of our kids over the years have gone to them, and he and his staff do a wonderful job.
To have a group like Advanced Hoops supplement what our high school program's doing. At no time were there ever scheduling conflicts or anything like that. Did they have AAU games, times that we had stuff going on? It's a very coach-friendly kind of relationship, and we're very grateful to be a part of it.
The Advanced Hoops program is a one-stop shop training program. The most talented players in the area are playing AAU Showcase in front of college coaches with Charlie Fortney. Players of all ages can train with Advanced Hoops and get a rock-solid foundation. The coaches at Advanced Hoops have a great rapport with all the kids. Advanced Hoops is unique because we offer professional training in dribbling and point guard skills with Gerald Jarman, the point guard who led the greatest upset in NCAA history when the Richmond Spiders beat the Syracuse Orangemen. Gerald is a master at building confidence in point guards and ball handling skills to all age groups. Charlie Fortney's shooting instruction is amazing. He has helped so many high-level players get a great shooting foundation for the college level. He understands how to build a player's shot right from where they are. The spring 5-on-5 games registration is going on right now, and this in-house training has revolutionized the ability of players all over the region. Advanced Hoops is registering boys and girls from 5th to 12th grade for in-house 5-on-5, shooting, and advanced dribbling.
We make Carbine simple by knocking down all the hurdles we can. We do what you expect, what's logical, or just plain right. For instance, the live market-driven prices we offer up front are the same everywhere you may choose to shop. Our prices are the same on the internet, by phone, or in the showroom. That's how it should be.
Experience car buying made simple at Bobby Ray Hall on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg.
Displays and Graphics, 5700 Lingelstown Road in Harrisburg, your one-stop shop, offering full-color banners, indoor and outdoor signage, banner stands, trade show displays, and plaques. Visit displaysandgraphicsinc.com. Exceeding expectations is our goal.
AAU Spring Basketball with Advanced Hoops. 21 teams last year, featuring the top boys basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops AAU features 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play, and every player gets professional skill training along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 25 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 2 years. Amazing results. I call this AAU with the follow-through.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
Knoll Insurance, located at 704 Bridge Street in New Cumberland. They offer property, casualty, auto, homeowners, health, and life insurance. Knoll Insurance also offers notary services. Call Knoll Insurance today at 774-8128.
Hank and Jim of Weaver Financial Services have been serving families and businesses in central Pennsylvania for the past 40 years. Life insurance, financial services, and products. Call Hank or Jim. They're the nicest guys around.
Advanced Hoops is celebrating 10 years of training youth in the Harrisburg region. In 2010, we trained over 1,000 youth from kindergarten to 12th grade. Our spring program is going to be amazing. So as I pass the ball,
you make the call to get any questions answered regarding our spring games, shooting, dribbling, or AAU opportunities.
We specialize in making training look easy.
Charlie is not the only one that can shoot a basketball around.